Magella Galvin joins me to cast an eye over house prices here in Cork. Magella, of course, of DNG Galvin in Bandon. Good morning to you, Magella.
Good morning, Patricia.
And you're very welcome to the programme. Magella, are there already signs that property prices are going to start to level off in the not too distant future?
Patricia, the market is still very, very active. And it's all down to the lack of supply that's out there. As we can see, we're short of our new builds targets. I think we're averaging to meet 37,000 this year, which is well below the government's target of 41,000. Whereas in reality, we need closer to 60,000 new homes. So that says enough for the new builds. But even in the second-hand market, Patricia, we've a huge shortage. And I think it's that lack of supply that is driving the price growth.
OK, talk to us about prices then. And looking back on the last 12 months, how much have they increased by?
Well, I think prices increased by between 8 and 12% in the past 12 months. And it really in 8% nationally, and I think County Cork really about the 12%. And I suppose it's all down, Patricia, to the location and the type of property. So there's even a huge variation within County Cork. You can the average price, for example, in Bandon would be 360. If you look at Kinsale, you're looking at the 485. Go to Dunmanway, 265. So as you can see, there's huge variations, but it's not alone the location; it's the type of property, Patricia. I suppose properties that are most sought after are turnkey homes that are energy efficient.
Yeah, but we're still very much that location.
Certainly, and that's demonstrated in the figures. There's no doubt about it.
And since COVID, Magella, have we seen a rise in house prices?
So would you believe, Patricia, they're up 40% since COVID.
Wow, it's huge.
40% since COVID. And that's, it's down to, again, the supply issue, but I think, there was a lot of money saved during COVID. So, affordability became more accessible for people. But that is like the price increases we're seeing the last few years is just not sustainable.
But besides this supply issue, what else do you think is influencing house prices?
Well, I think if you look at the economy, we have a good economy. People are earning good money, and that is a big factor. I suppose there's government supports like the Help to Buy scheme, which are supporting buyers, creating demand. But ultimately, in the market, it's down to demand and supply. We've huge demand out there, and we just don't have the supply.
Okay, so who's buying property? What's the profile of buyers today?
I think there's, the first-time buyers are very strong in the market. And we're, the past year, we're seeing a lot of owner-occupier kind of trader-uppers looking to move. A lot of people, again, looking to downsize. But I suppose there's kind of a gridlock for these people because they're looking to find another property. And it's very difficult. So there's a lot of homes, I suppose, being tied up because people can't move, they can't find another property, and their own is just sitting there.
Yeah,
so,
well, I mean, we would have a lot of listeners over the last number of years have contacted us on that issue. Would love the idea to downsize. Their house is now too big. They want to downsize, but they want to downsize and live in the area where their current property is.
Yes. And many of those people are also looking for, a bungalow, which is very, very difficult to get nowadays. And I suppose the other issue is a lot of people feel that they don't want to go to the market until they find a property, and that's understandable. But if they're buying a property subject to selling their own, they won't be able to put an offer on a property when it comes up because their own isn't on the market. So it's a catch-22 for people. So I suppose my message is, if anybody is thinking of moving, they need to speak to an estate agent, get a value done, get the background work done so that they're ready to go in the market and when the time comes.
What type of property is most in demand at the moment, Majella?
As I said, Patricia, energy efficient turnkey homes, definitely most in demand. Coastal property. We've huge interest from overseas buyers, especially Americans, UK,